Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. This video as always is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here. There are some new Buckter retro gear in there as well, cheaper than the club shop, so go check those out. There's also Admiral and Umbro, Clout and Blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. There is a sale as it stands at the moment at the time of this recording for the Admiral gear, so go and check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I will be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity within the Newham area that are helping those that are reliant in the Newham area on food banks. I mean, it's relatively straightforward, isn't it? Yesterday's video was supposed to come out today, but I recorded that first, and I'm now recording this because this tweet that has come out is massively in connection to what was supposed to be today, went out last night. So when I talked about the fan base needs to have perspective, okay, and this is exactly the point. Now, I haven't mentioned about this. I've hinted at it a few times, but I haven't really spoken about this takeover bid because I wanted to get the full perspective of what's been going on, and kind of got that now, if I'm honest. So there was a tweet that went out earlier today. Knees Up Mother Brown talked about it yesterday, even though this is being filmed around about the same time that Graham put the article up. Basically, Philip Baird, the partner, or Baird I should say, Philip Baird, the partner of Pai Capital, or PAI Capital, depending on your pronunciation of things, has released a statement in relation to what David Sullivan has said about the offer of Takeover from that they received back in February. You know, the £400 million deal that apparently was derisory and everything else. This is a bit of a mudslinging, to be honest with you, but I wanted to read out what the official tweet was because we know what David Sullivan's like. We all know what he's like. So I just wanted to say, give you guys an update of what he said from that side, because we've all read the article that he gave to the BBC and the Daily Mail, etc., and about how it was derisory and it was all about the sale of the property, and it wasn't really about the love of the football club and blah 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 blah. Right? Philip Baird said this. If I can find the tweet again, I will link it in the description so you guys can read it. It is not my intention to engage in a public debate on the comments made by David Sullivan last week, but upon advice, it is necessary to correct unhelpful and inaccurate statements. Absolutely spot on here, Philip. That's exactly what needs to happen. It said, where are we? The current owners of West Ham United made a controversial commercial decision to move the club from its historic home at the Upton Park to the London Stadium in Stratford. In my assessment, and that of the consortium that I represent, that move is not fulfilling the needs of the club, it is its loyal fan base or the local community. Again, spot on. There is a lot that can and should be done to improve the experience for all fans and visitors to the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. There is also a duty which we all share to the British taxpayer and to our Olympic legacy as Londoners, and ours as a London-based consortium. Right, that's page 1. Page 2 goes on to say, in response to David Sullivan's comments about the nature and value of the bid put forward by the consortium, I can confirm that a formal offer was made, which was in fact the figure David Sullivan had initially asked for. Let that sink in. That £400 million bid was originally what David Sullivan wanted. Our city lawyers, aka solicitors for those that speak English and rather than American English, were instructed, and David Sullivan was provided with a proof of funds, which he said was never provided. At no point were we asked to produce further information about our football strategy. It was quite clear to me that David Sullivan's sole focus was on price. No shit. We've known that for a long time. Statement continues. We remain committed to pursuing the opportunities to purchase the club. We have been actively working on this for over 6 months which ties in with the story about it was originally coming out originally in February, and have a strong vision for the club, the London Stadium, and its place within the Olympic Park as a whole. It is backed by prominent personalities in sport. Obviously, we haven't seen anything about that, who that is yet, as well as West Ham legends who love the club and want to play a role in its development. Now, there was a lot of talk last year about the possibility, or even it was either the end of last year or beginning of this, one of the two, where Tony Cossey was rumoured to be leading a consortium to buy West Ham. You know, we all know about that. So potentially Tony Cottee is involved in this. It'd be interesting to see what he's got to say, if in fact, of course, he is. We wholeheartedly welcome their support and hope that we will together have the opportunity to deliver the project that we have planned. And the last part of it says, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build West Ham United into a Londoners club of global importance as a key part of the broader legacy being delivered at Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. The fans and all of London deserve this, and it's signed off Philip Beard, partner, Pai Capital. Right, now, this sums up what we've all known and what we've all been talking about for a long, long, long time. David Sullivan is a shyster. He's manipulating the fan base, as he always does. He's manipulating certain websites, shall we say. And he's feeding out false information, by the looks of things, to the in the knows. Now, how that gets filtered down or to people in the club, whatever. This is perfect. This is perfect example, as I said, for the video I did yesterday. Even though it's today, it's a bit weird. Don't normally do videos on more than one occasion. That basically is just showing David Sullivan for what he is. As I say, an absolute shyster. Complete shyster. We've never believed anything he says anyway, but this just goes back. This obviously, this reminds me of that stupid deal that was trying to go through 4 or 5 years ago, where he was faxing over the club saying, if you don't buy this, we'll go and get somebody else and all that sort of bullshit. Yeah, we know this. This is David Sullivan's practices. We know that. But to have it confirmed by the consortium is one of two things. It's very, very good because it shines a light on David Sullivan. And also, it's a very, very good thing because this could now force through the move. This is basically what they're trying to do. David Sullivan went public with it because he said he doesn't want to sell. This company's come in and said, well, actually, we met his price. So why doesn't he want to sell if we've met it? And all this sort of thing. This is a tennis match between the two of them, quite frankly. It really is a tennis match between the two. And of course, guys, I will be keeping a very, very close eye on this. Try and see what happens in the interim. Of course, and everybody else currently will be as well, for those that have already seen the article, because there's quite a few people who commented on the tweet. As I say, if I can find it, I will put it in the link in the description so you can have a read to show the source of it. But as I said, yeah, this is only going to get better. From our point of view, this is only going to get better. From the club's point of view, it's only going to get worse. For the consortium's point of view, this is only going to it could get bad for them, but the majority of the time, it is going to get fantastic for them. So guys, as always, give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. It'd be very interesting to see what you guys think. So I'll leave it there with you guys to discuss. Let us know. Be interesting to see what you think. All the best now. Take care.